Okay, everyone. Now, Assalamu alaikum, and formally let welcome to you in this session.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम है।
Thank you so much. And as I told you, that today's session is basically focusing on writing skills development. Since being, in your BS second semester in Foundation of English, you will be expected to write essays and and different kinds of essays. What kinds of the essays will be, doing? I'll share in later sessions. But today the main focus is on the academic essay writing, or you can say academic writing. Have you ever heard the word of academic writing? Anybody would like to share what do you think when you hear the word academic writing? And you can write your responses in the chat box if you have any ideas, or if not, so we'll move forward. What do you think? What academic writing is? What can we include in academic writing?
Ma'am, I think writing about your thoughts.
Okay, writing about your thoughts. All right. Good response. Anybody else would like to comment? Okay, fine. So the first thing we are going to do is an activity. Okay, this activity is brainstorming the ideas. How to brainstorm? You know that when we have a topic or a word that I give you, and I will ask you to write your responses, whatever comes in your mind first. Very first, when you see this word, when you read this word, what comes in your mind? So you have to write the associated thoughts that are connected to writing. I'm sharing my another screen with you. As you can see, can you see this? This word cloud. Is it visible to you?
No, ma'am.
Okay, let me stop the screen share. I'm sharing again with you. Okay, is it visible now?
Yes, now it is visible.
Okay, all right. Now I'm going to give you a question. What is writing? All right, what is writing? This is a question for you, and you will be allowed to write three thoughts, three words, or three phrases that you can use to define the word writing. All right, and it is totally up to you. Don't worry about what is right and what is wrong, because we are just going to create a word cloud. Okay, this is just brainstorming the ideas. I'm going to share the link in the chat box. You click this link and write your responses. Okay, so here is the link. All right. So now I have shared the link in the chat box. Can you please click this link and write your thoughts? What comes in your mind when you think and when you hear the word writing? What do you think? What words can be associated with writing? And when you will be, putting your responses in it, these responses will be visible on my screen. Yes. Have you all received the link? And have you started working on it? Like, I am also going to try this, and let me just, okay. I haven't received any responses as my screen is still empty. No responses here. Okay, this is great. Okay, Azra, can you please write your responses on Menti, this menti.com link which I have sent you? This is wonderful. The students have started putting in their thoughts. Amazing. You have written writing is for communication. Excellent. We use writing for communication purposes. There can be written communication, verbal communication. So we express our ideas and feelings and emotions and thoughts and the researches through writing. Okay, representing. This is okay. This is convention. Who has written this word? Symbols. Okay, thoughts. All right. I would like you to please put more. All right, share ideas and thoughts. Excellent. Human communication. All right, nice. Anybody else? I mean, I'm still waiting for more responses. For example, if I have to do this, and on my screen you can see, I can say creative thinking, and then process, and it's pleasure. Writing is pleasure, right? It gives you pleasure. So I have submitted my responses, and you can see now my responses are also visible on the screen. That is the creative thinking. It's writing is for pleasure. Writing is a process. It's not one-time task. All right. Are other students trying, or shall I move on? I would like you to please try. Click this link, write your responses, and then submit. So your responses will be visible on my screen. Okay. Those who are writing in the share communication. Okay, Hassan Ali, why don't you click the link that I have shared? Okay, this is the link which I have shared with you. Just click this link, write your responses in it, and then submit. Okay, medium of communication, Azra, yes. Hassan Ali is saying share communication, yes. Do you have more ideas to present? All right. So your ideas about writing have, which you shared on Mentimeter, are visible on my screen, and we can clearly see that your ideas are really on point. Writing is a process. We use writing to share ideas and thoughts, and it is one of the exactly most important part of communication and human communication, and it represents our thoughts. Symbols, yes. I think the students who have just joined us, they have clicked the link and they have started sharing their responses. Thank you so much. It is such an interesting link and the website, which we can use for creating the word cloud or brainstorming the ideas. So the purpose was to just dissect, or the purpose was to understand deeply that what we all of us mean by writing. Thank you so much for sharing your responses. Now we are moving ahead. Okay, so the topic today we have is academic writing, or academic writing. What do you think? What comes in academic writing? Please write your responses in the chat box, or you can also share. Write your responses in the chat box, or just share. Unmute yourself and you can share. What kind of writing is academic writing? Any ideas? Okay, let me tell you. Academic writing include like writing academic essays. The essays you write at the university level, they are academic essays. All right. Academic writing also includes writing research paper, writing thesis and dissertation, which you will definitely be doing in your, in future.
Ma'am, you
Yeah.
can say skill.
Yeah.
Skill कह सकते हैं academic writing को.
Academic writing requires definitely certain skills to write. All right, unless or until you are not familiar with what is the criteria of academic writing and what includes in academic writing, what are the do's and don'ts of academic writing, you will not be able to produce. All right. So first of all, we need to know that what comes under the umbrella of the academic writing. So academic writing is writing academic essays, and we actually will be focusing more on writing academic essays at this point of time. All right. Then writing research paper, thesis and dissertation, literature review, research proposals. These all things come under and include the part of academic writing. So today we mainly will be discussing about what how to write an essay, and what are the elements and what are the factors and what are the key skills required for writing an academic essay. As you can see here, it is clearly written that writing is a process. You can't sit and just write the whole essay in one go. All right, you are sitting and you are writing, unless or until you are very veteran and experienced and you have been writing for years and years. and you already have acquired that skill. But if you haven't acquired that skill, then you can't produce anything or academic writing, whether it is an essay or research paper, just in one go, in one sitting. So academic essay writing is a skill, and writing is a process. Why is it, why is it a process? And what is the process? What are the things that are included in the process? We will be discussing later. All right. What is an essay? If I ask you to tell me, how will you define essay? What is the definition of an essay? Any ideas? Write in the chat box if you have any ideas of writing an essay. What is an essay? Okay. So just go to the next slide. As you can see that essay, essay is a written composition of moderate length explaining a particular issue or subject. All right. So you will see that in examination you will have and you will be given different topics to write on, or there is a question, there is a statement, essay statement, or a question on which you have to write your thoughts and your ideas. Okay, so explaining a particular issue or subject, or in other words you can say that it is a self-contained argument, often using sources from a class in response to a question provided by an instructor. All right, a short piece of writing on a particular subject. Abdul Halim, yes, thank you so much. Right. Okay, so when you are writing an essay, you are actually writing your particular views on it. There are, sometimes there is misunderstanding that most of the times what students do on a particular subject or a topic, they read from the books, or they google from internet, and then they just write it. They are, their own creative thinking skills, their own ideas, their own expressions are not involved in it. So that's not creative writing. Creative writing doesn't mean that you memorize a certain part of an essay, a certain part of the information that is in the book or that is available on internet, and you write it as, write it as it is. It is not right, it is not a skill. What is a skill? We will be discussing it later. Now let's go to the next slide. We talked about that writing is a process, and first of all, before we continue the skills that are required for essay writing, we need to understand what academic writing is, and what academic writing, what is academic writing and what is not. So academic writing is not just one skill, it is a collection of skills. All right, now look at this. As I told you that writing is a process. So what what does it include? What does this process include? So when we talk about academic writing skills, for academic writing, you need to know what critical thinking is. You have to be a critical thinker. Do you know what is the meaning of the word critical thinker? How will you define what is critical thinking? What is critical thinking? Yes, write in the chat box. How will you define critical thinking? If I say, are you a critical thinker? Yes. All right. So when we talk about critical thinking is an intellectually disciplined process of skillfully conceptualizing, applying, analyzing, and synthesizing and evaluating the information. I mean, critical thinking means that you need to think of all the possible aspects of a problem, of a question, of a thing that is in front of you. Why, what, how, all kinds of WH questions will be the part of it. Okay, critical thinking means to analyze the problem, to think through the problem and find out, and work for the solution of that problem. So critical thinking is just thinking out of the box. Critical thinking is thinking creatively. Critical thinking is not, judgmental. Critical thinking is more, you can say, is more democratic. Critical thinking is to listen to everyone. Critical thinking is to provide people, and analyze the situation from all aspects and not from one lens. I mean, you will have to be applying and wearing different hats to analyze the problem, what the problem is. That is called critical thinking. Then pre-writing. Okay, so when you are writing, you will first write your first you will write your first draft. Okay, pre-writing के skills में क्या आ जाता है? Pre-writing, you will brainstorm the ideas. If I give you a topic on topic to write on social media, so before start writing or before starting the writing, what will you first do? You will sit and brainstorm the ideas. Okay, that the pros and cons and everything, whatever you would like to, I mean, based on your experience, based on your observation. So first you will need to analyze. Then you will write your first draft. Then you will revise it using evidences, giving examples, and then using formal language. So these are the skills and these are the criteria of academic writing, that you need to provide the examples and evidences. You have to use formal language. You cannot use informal language, the language that we often use in writing messages, in text messages, or just when you are writing something to your friend. So informal writing does exist, but here when we talk about academic writing requires formal language use. Okay, so after we identify the big skill areas, we need to break them down into individual skills, like as I told you, pre-writing. So the topic, whatever the topic that is that you are writing on, whether it is social media, or if I give you a topic to write on co-education system or gender equality or global warming, whatever the topic that are given to you, you have to sit down, note down the important points, brainstorm the idea. Skeleton outline means that organize all the ideas. And this pie outline, what is this pie outline? We will be doing this in the next slide, in the upcoming slides. Okay. So defining academic writing. Now we are going to do few examples. I'm going to share few examples, or it is an activity where you will have to tell me which one is academic writing and which sentence is not the academic writing. Okay, so here on my screen, in the next few slides, you will see two examples. One example is more academic than the other one. All right, read both the examples and decide which is more academic. Try to give a reason for your answer in the chat box. He bought a couple of things. He purchased several notebooks. What do you think? Which one is more academic and which one is not? Write in the chat box, please. You can write one or two. I'm just asking you which one is more academic. So if you think sentence number one is more academic, write one. If you think sentence two is more academic, write two in the chat box. Yes? I'm waiting for your responses. Okay. Mahvish is saying two, Hassan is saying one, Babar is saying one. Okay, can you please tell me the reason why sentence one is more academic? You think that sentence one is more academic? Okay, Babar, will you please unmute yourself and tell me? Ahmad Khan is saying sentence two. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, let's see. In the next slide, you will see the answer. Okay, this is the example. Now look at this. Some of you said that sentence one is more academic and sentence two isn't. While here it says that sentence two is more academic. What is the reason behind it? As I told you, that academic writing requires formal language. When you are writing an academic essay, an academic, you can say a research paper or anything, you need to use formal language. So this example uses more formal vocabulary and is more specific. So it is considered more academic. He bought a couple of things. It is not, it is vague. Bought is a general word. Purchased is advanced vocabulary. You can see that the level of vocabulary is little higher. We know that bought and purchase mean the same, but definitely bought is a general, tier one vocabulary. Purchase is more advanced. All right, it is more complex vocabulary. Couple of things, several notebooks. Couple of things, you see that things is a general word. Things what? All right, but here it is specific, notebooks. So the sentence two is more, is using more formal vocabulary and is more specific, that what did he purchase? He purchased not books. So it is specific and it is more, that is why it is more academic. Now go to the next example and now tell me, in sentence number 2, what do you think? All right, these slides and these examples are the best source of understanding the academic writing and non-academic writing. So I would definitely require your attention and your interest to know what it is. All right. Example 1. Anyone would like to read what, I would like you to unmute yourself and just read example 1. Who would like to read?
Example 1.
Yeah.
I think that writing good means taking your ideas and writing them so that other people can get your meaning.
Excellent. Can you also read the example 2?
Yes, ma'am. Example 2. Effective writing presents ideas in such a way that readers can clearly grasp the writer's intended meaning.
Oh, excellent. Now, tell me, which one is more academic, example 1 or example 2?
Example 2.
Okay.
Example 2.
Example 2. Okay, Mahvish, can you tell me why? What made you say so? Why do you think that example 1 is not so academic and, example 2 is more academic? Babar Ali is saying 2, Isra is also saying 2, Erham, thank you so much, 2. So, okay, mostly students are saying that example 2 is more academic. Can you give me the reason, please?
Ma'am, that's because high vocabulary can be used.
All right, because the language use, all right. Here, the more, advanced vocabulary has been used, all right.
Yes.
All right, because the word grasp, can you see this word clearly? Grasp.
Yes.
Basically,
Grasp, yes.
Understand, all right. The writer's intended meaning. Intended meaning means what he is trying and he aspires or he aims to transfer to the audience, to the readers. All right, sorry, no, not the audience, the readers. All right, so all of you said academic writing, example 2 is more academic. So let's see. Okay, yes, everyone, formal vocabulary and grammatical structure is Isra Naz. Excellent, thank you so much. Excellent. So you can see this example, uses more formal vocabulary and grammar structures. So it is considered more academic. Effective writing presents ideas in such a way that reader can clearly grasp the writer's intended meaning. It is more, it is using formal vocabulary, as Mahvish said, and as well as its grammar structure. Because of its grammar structure, that is why it is more academic. Now look at this. Okay, I would like to, who is this? Isra or any one of you, just unmute yourself and read example 1. Who can do that? Azra, if you can, if you are listening to me. Azra, Babar Ali. I want
Hello,
to
ma'am.
involve you in reading, yeah. I want to involve you so that I feel like as if I'm teaching you in the class. Yes, can you please read example 1?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
Yeah, sure. Please go ahead.
Example 1, according to a study by Smith, students that use cell phones in class are more easily distracted than those who not distracted, uh, who do not. So cell phone use should be not allowed in the classrooms.
Okay, thank you so much. And what is example 2? Who would like to read example 2? Naila, are you here? Okay. Naila, are you listening to me? If Naila, you can read this, or yes, Irza, you have unmuted yourself. Can you please read this?
My friend and I like to text in class, but sometimes we miss what the teacher says while we are texting. Sometimes the stuff we miss is on the test and I score poorly.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, can you tell me which one is more academic, example 1 or example 2? Write in the chat box. Which one is more academic, example 1 or example 2? Okay, example 1, or Mahvish is saying, Irza is saying, Irhan is saying, Babar, example 1. Everyone is saying example 1, but I don't, all right, Naila, it's okay, perfectly fine, doesn't matter. All right, Asan Ali is saying example 2. All right, okay. So, why do you think, Asan, why do you think that example 2 is more academic and not the example 1? Any ideas? Um, okay, let's see, because a majority students have said that example 2 is more academic, and Naila Naz is saying example 1. All right, let's see. Okay, example 1 is more academic. Why? What is the reason? The reason is that this example uses research from another writer to make a point. So it is considered more academic. So till now, in last 3 examples of what is academic and what is not academic writing, we have learned that academic writing uses more formal language, proper grammar structures, as well as it gives you the references and the researches and the studies from other writers and from other studies that have been produced on the same topic. Look at this. According to a study by Smith, all right, so this is like you are giving the reference, you are giving you are mentioning the research from other writer on the topic that the students that use cell phones in class are more easily distracted. Distracted means, like, they don't they get their attention gets deviated, they get deviated than those who do not. So cell phone use should not be allowed in classroom. Okay, so it is based on, it is mentioning the research from the other writer, so that is why it is more academic. Good. Okay, let's go ahead. Do we have more examples? Okay, and with the help of these examples, I hope that you will understand what the academic writing is. We have now next number 4. Who would like to read this?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, please.
Example 1. They call Paris the city of lights. New York is known as the Big Apple. St. Petersburg is called the Venus of the North. If you could visit any city in the world, where would you go? Why?
Good.
Example 2. Should teachers allow students to use cell phones and mobile devices in the classroom? Choose one side and give 3 reasons to support your choice.
Okay, good. Thank you so much, Mahesh. Now tell me, which one is more academic? What do you think? Which one is more academic? Okay. All right. Naila is saying 2. Okay. Is that 2? Okay. All right. So you think that example 2 is more academic. Can you give me the reason? Why is it more academic? Any ideas? Anybody would like to give a reason? Write in the chat box or you can unmute yourself.
मैम स्क्रीन पे आंसर नजर आ रहा है इसीलिए सब कह रहे हैं 2.
Okay, from the other slide. Okay,
Yes.
that is fine. Okay, just read. Okay, so you have not been able to tell me the reason, but see here it is written with a specific requirement. This question is more similar to various types of prompts used in academic writing classes. Okay, you see that whenever you are writing, whether it is a question or it is a statement, there is always a problem. If I give you a topic, for instance, that should women be allowed to, or what kind of, like, okay, the topic is related to gender equality, or the topic which is related to social media pros and cons. All right, so everything has 2 sides. One is good side and one is bad side. You have to take one side. So when you are writing your ideas, and you are writing on the basis of your own opinion and experiences, and to support your point, you are mentioning other studies and researches that have been that have been, like, the carried out in past, and you are giving the historical references as well. All right, so when we see this question, should teachers allow students to use cell phones and mobile devices in classroom, It is a prompt. It is a question for academic writing. All right. We will further discuss in the next session. It is less than 1 minute. It is ending. Please join again after, join at 1:20. All right. It's 1:09. After 10 minutes, join after 10 minutes. At 1:20, I will be waiting for you. Is that okay? Because there is no specific source. Okay. The first example was more of, informal. It was like, where would you like to go? As if we generally talking with our friends. Okay. But this is a question for academic writing.